This ad is about Steve Pearce's voting record.
Voted 90% with Donald Trump.
Target 7 determined this to be fact. The website 538, managed by ABC News, tracks how Congress votes. According to that site, Pearce did vote 90% of the time for bills supported by the president. How does that compare to other Republicans? There were more than 200 House Republicans that supported President Trump's position more than Pearce.
Like Trump, he believes a wife should, quote, submit as a matter of obedience.
To understand this claim, you have to go back to a 2013 memoir that Pearce wrote, in which he quoted a Bible verse and writes, "The wife is to voluntarily submit just as the husband is to lovingly lead and sacrifice." The Washington Post did a story about the quote and reported that Pearce's book was claiming that the wife should voluntarily submit to her husband. After the story appeared, Pearce sent out a statement accusing the Washington Post of falsely and inaccurately mischaracterizing his book. Last week, Target 7 asked a Pearce spokesperson directly whether Pearce believed that a woman should submit as a matter of obedience, as claimed in his opponent's ad. Their response? Absolutely not, and Cynthia Pearce will confirm that.
Saying his business, quote, rents party equipment, when it was actually an oil and gas company.
In a congressional financial disclosure document, Pearce did report his company, Trinity Industries, rented party equipment. A spokesperson later corrected this and told the Associated Press that the company does not rent party equipment and instead rents oil field equipment. And the confusion doesn't end there. Lujan Grisham says it's a company that drills for oil. Pearce says the company rents equipment to oil and gas companies. Target 7 found the business license, which says the company's purpose is to buy, sell, and own oil and gas leases to include production. 3 district attorneys have called for an investigation. It's worth noting those 3 DAs are all Democrats.
No wonder Trump gave Pearce his, quote, full support.
Target 7 determined this to be fact. During a meeting he had with President Trump, Republican Party Chairman Ryan Cangelosi told the Albuquerque Journal that President Trump said, "Please let Congressman Pearce know that he has our full support." KOAT political analyst Brian Sanderoff said that the attack ads this year are not unusual compared to previous years. He said he's seen a lot more ads elsewhere that are more critical of opponents.
Frankly, they get tougher in other states, but our ads are pretty tough.